Welcome into the Thursday edition of the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com. Tom Leach along with Keeneland's Director of Simulcasting and Mutuals, Jim Goodman. The allowance feature on the Thursday card is the 8th race. It's on the turf at a mile and a 16th. Who'd you like?
Yeah, I like this. A lot of times we pick out these races and we say we don't have a clue. I got a really strong opinion here. I think Dating Lady Luck is a really good choice here. I'm probably going to single her in the pick 4. For Alstall, picks up Miguel Mena. Landeros didn't exactly give her a nice ride at Kentucky Downs. It's a strange course down there. And she had a lot of trouble. She went off at 5-1 in a $200,000 stakes race. So she dropped back to Allowance Company. Last time she ran at Keeneland, she won. She broke her maiden at Keeneland with an 81 buyer. And I just think that she's, if not a standout here, I think she's a solid choice. Werewolf for Bridge Behind and McKeever really came to hand last time out and almost won at Churchill, closed around the clouds, and will like this extra distance. The Giant Deduction for Florent Giroux and Chris Block. Legend of the Kitten for Maker and Ramsey, always use them at the end of the meet. Valsus and Kismet. So I would play I've got a trifecta written down with the 5 with 1, 3, 4, 6, 10 with all. But I really feel good about Dating Lady Luck's chances if Miguel Mena gets her out of the gate and gives her a good trip.
I'm going to try to beat her because the barn's been so cold, and I'm going to try with the Giant Deduction. Chris Block usually ships in, wins a race or two at Keeneland each meet. This horse gets a little class relief. Won at first asking, and then went into an allowance race, I think ran third, and then right into 2 stakes races. So it really this is just going to be the second time that this horse has had a chance to run against the non-winners of one allowance condition that would be the next step after that debut victory. So I'm going to try her at 9-2 in here just because the barn's so cold for Dating Lady Luck. Got to use her in exactas, but I'm going to key off Giant Deduction, use her with Dating Lady Luck, Werewolf, Legend of the Kitten, and My Senses, the 2 horses well. The pick 4 on Thursday starts in the 6th race, and I'm going to spread out, take 5 horses in the 6th. The Sound of Freedom, the 8th, the one I like, but to win, but I'm going to use the 1, 2, 5, 9 as well. I'm going to single Tis So Sweet in the 2nd leg. A couple of good efforts off a long layoff at Saratoga, and now horse has good speed and shortens up a 16th of a mile. Then I'll use Giant Deduction, Legend of the Kitten, My Senses in the 3rd leg, and then I'm going to take Barrister Jim. This is my pick in the last race, the 9, but I also want to have 1, 5, and 8 on my ticket. How about you?
I'm going to go a little deeper in the first with the 4 Meritage Reserve, the 5 Or Sunday, the 7 California Coast, the 8 Sound of Freedom, and the 9 Revolver, who would be my top pick in here for Asmussen. And I really like, sometimes people overlook those Remington Park chippers, and they usually come here and run pretty well. So I'll go 5 deep with Pretty Fancy, the 1, Tis So Sweet, the 4, and Zevin, the 5. So 3 deep there. Single Dating Lady Luck, the 5 horse in the 8th race, and then go as deep as you can in the last. I really didn't have a huge opinion, so I would go ahead and take all there, but if you don't have a big ticket budget, I would take Barrister Jim the 9 and Pulpit's Legacy the 10.
Best of luck with your wagers on the Thursday card, and keep your Keeneland Select account funded so you can take advantage of the last few days of the fall meet here at Keeneland. And, of course, Breeders' Cup next week, all happening at Keeneland for the first time. For Jim Goodman, I'm Tom Leach. This is the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com.